statements he had made about Yahya, John the Baptist. He had said, among those born of women, there has not been another greater than John the Baptist. The greatest man that ever lived among the Jews, the prophets, was John the Baptist, Jesus said. But now he says that he is greater than John. Among those born of women, the greatest man was John the Baptist, Yahya alayhi salam. That's his testimony. He had performed no miracles, remember, not one. But according to Jesus, the greatest man among the Jews, Jewish prophets, greater than Moses, David, Solomon, Ezekiel, Elijah, a whole lot put together, John the Baptist, according to Jesus. Now he says, John 5:36, he said, my witness, my shahada, is greater than that of John the Baptist, not his disciple. He had a disciple called John, he had another disciple called John, he had a number of disciples. These were very common names. Jesus was a common name, John was a common name among the Jews, like Tom, Dick and Harry among us today. Or we have Muhammad, Ahmad and Suleiman and Dawood, same. They were Jesuses by the tons and they're Johns by the tons. But he's talking about Yahya alayhi salam, John the Baptist. He said, my witness is greater than John, for the works the Father has given me to finish. For that reason, what God wanted him to do, that work is greater than what John was supposed to do. John, Yahya alayhi salam, was only to prepare the way for the coming of Jesus. He was the forerunner of Jesus. So as that, he's very great. But now I am greater than him. Why? Because the work that God has given me to finish. So the standard of judging is, what work are you out to do? What is your mission in life? That shows how great one is, comparing one with the other, according to the standard given by Jesus Christ. Well, we know about his mission. He came, as I was telling you all last night, he came only for the Jews. Only for the Jews. Again and again, he said, I am not sent, but under the lordship of the house of Israel. He is telling his disciples, go ye not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go ye rather into the lordship of the house of Israel. The Jews, the Jews, the Jews. That he had chosen one little tribe out of the thousands of tribes of the world. One little community, the children of Israel, and the lordship he was looking for. That was his job. And that makes him greater than John. And in John chapter 17, verse 3 and 4, he finished his mission. That's what he says. I want the Christians to come and tell me whether finish means finish. First is it for what the Father had given me to finish. Now, he tells us in John 17, verses 3 and 4, that he finished the job. Long before his alleged crucifixion, long before. When there was nothing about the crucifixion, he said his job is finished. Listen. And this is life eternal, Jesus says. And this is life eternal, that they should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. This is like saying, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Isa Rasulullah. This is it. This is life eternal. If you accept that, salvation is yours. That's what he says. And in the Holy Quran we are told, Qul, tell them, Ya Ahl al-Kitab, O people of the book, O Jews and Christians, La taghlu fi dinikum. Do not go to extremes in your religion. Don't go to extremes. They are going to extremes. Jesus Christ was born miraculously. So one group of people, the Jews, they insinuate that he is the illegitimate son of Mary because he's got no father. One extreme. The Christian says, because he's got no earthly father, his father is God. Another extreme. So Allah tells us to tell them, you're not doing the job. Allah, you bacha the Quran, you're repeating it how many times? Ya Ahl al-Kitab, la taghlu fi dinikum, wa la taqulu ala Allah illa haq. And don't say anything about Allah except the truth. Innamal Masih, most certainly the Messiah, Isa ibn Maryam, Jesus the son of Mary, Rasulullah, is a messenger of Allah, wa kalimatuhu, and a word proceeding from him, alqaha ila Maryam wa ruhum minhum, which he bestowed upon Mary, and a spirit proceeding from him. Fa'aminu billahi wa rasulihi, so believe in Allah and his messenger, Jesus Christ. What did Jesus say? And this is life eternal, that they should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. Do you believe that? If you don't, you're not a Muslim. We believe that there is but one Allah, and Hazrat Isa alayhi salam was his messenger. So, from what Jesus said, you have life eternal. You don't have to worry. You don't want expect anybody to be killed for you now. No qurbani required of Jesus or anybody else. No qurbani, no sacrifice. This is what he says, unless he's speaking with a tongue in his cheek. You know, tongue in his cheek means when you say something but you mean something else. We don't expect Jesus Christ to do that, playing tricks upon his hearers, his listeners. And this is life eternal, that we should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. Next verse. Now, he looks up towards heaven, he says, I have glorified thee, telling Allah, I have glorified thee, I have praised you. On the earth, I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. I have finished it. Job is done. There's no crucifixion in sight, nowhere. He says, I finished the job. Now, O Lord, glorify me as I glorified you. Give me my reward, my pay. When you say you finished the job, your boss gave you a job to do. And you completed, your toho, whatever it is. You took a little job. Whether plumbing, electrician, carpentry, bricklaying, whatever. And now, you said, what job you gave me? I finished. Where's my pay? I want my pay. So he's asking for his pay. Did he finish the job? He says he finished it. What was the job? Glorifying God and telling them that he is a messenger of God. That's all. That's the mission. I want somebody to come and tell me that he didn't finish the job. I want somebody to tell me that Jesus was not speaking the truth. I want them to come forward and tell me. The man said, I finished the job. Give me my pay. He's asking Allah for pay. As I glorified you, now you have me also glorified, praised. You tell me, no, he didn't finish it. I want to hear that. Now the ministry of Jesus was limited. He came to reform the Jews. He came to reform them, take them out of the formalism, ceremonialism, going for the letter of the law, forgetting the spirit. And this is the whole teaching. Again and again, he's condemning the Jews. He's explaining to them, it's not this, but that. He said, it has been said by them of old time. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, resist not evil. He who strikes you on the right cheek, give him the other. If a man takes away your coat, give him your cloak also. If a fellow makes you to walk 1 mile, walk with him 2. He said, agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art with him on the way, before he takes you before the magistrate and makes you to part with your last farthing. Good advice that. Don't go to court. It's a good advice, I tell you. But this is his teaching. This is what he came to do. He said, when you fast, don't fast as the hypocrites